Good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. You have to have some puts. You have to have some puts. I don't know what's going to happen, but here's what I know is if something happens, you have to have some puts, okay? Every single day, because there's things that are getting bad. Let me go find my gal. Okay. So now, emergency Fed meeting, who knows if they pivot? If the pivot, we're at 4,000. The puts go to zero. It's at 4,000. But if they don't pivot, so things that I'm hearing, Credit Suisse has 10 times the portfolio that Lehman had when Lehman was telling us everything was okay. Jesus. 10 times as big. Do we hit limit down, limit down, limit down, limit down, and rip to 3,000 if Credit Suisse goes bankrupt? Their credit default swaps are exploding up. Everybody's getting in, okay? So we bought some puts. Now, Tesla was bad. Think about this. Tesla was bad. Why is Tesla not going to go to 600? Maybe 500. Wow. 600 would be 200. Everything is going to shit. I keep telling you. Every bit of news is bad. Think about what the CEO of Taiwan Semi just said. I'm going to buy some more puts here, just so I have them. Just so I have them. I don't have a problem with them going to zero. Buy one or two. Buy one or two just so you have them. Because if everything collapses that day, you're going to catch a 5 to 150. So you just have to have some, okay? And it doesn't make any sense that people keep, hold on, let me buy some of these, just 2.2, just not a lot, just small amounts. Okay. But added some 3520s at 2.2. Give me a second here. I'm going to post it. 3520 puts at 2.2. What? Typing terrible this morning. Hold on a second here. Control C, posted it there. I need to go post it on Twitter. Okay. 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 So here's what we need to do. You just have to be ready. So if everything is bad, think about what's going on. Micron tells you everything is shit. Okay. First of all, let's explain. This is very important here stuff, guys. Okay. So start with Facebook. Facebook, and well, let's go before Facebook. Let's go to Netflix. Netflix tells you things are getting worse. The stock's at 650. Okay? They drastically miss, it goes down 200 points. Then the next quarter, they miss again. Goes down 200 more points. And this quarter, nonstop, you got analysts raising it. Everything's going to be better. They're going to charge more for ads for people that don't have money than for ads that people charge for ads to showcase people that have money. You can't even make this shit up. Okay? Okay, then let's go to Facebook. Facebook tells you at 2:30 that they're in a world of hurt and 2022 is going to be bad. It'll start to get better mid-2023. This is not 2023. Kramer does an interview with Zuckerberg. And Zuckerberg, because he's smart and he knows people are ignorant, he shows them technology that ain't going to make money for 6 years. Zuckerberg comes out and tells you our Facebook revenue, which is going down dramatically, the metaverse won't make that money back for 6 years. For the next 6 years, it's not going to make money. Kramer comes out and says, oh my God, this is great, this is wonderful, this is great. We love Facebook. It's at a low PE. I don't give a shit if Facebook is at 0 PE. It's shit. They told you it's shit. The CEO told you this at 100, at 220, and then at 190. They took it up 20 points on that interview. It's 130. It's down 50%. He told you it's that bad. Micron. He comes out and says, hopefully we'll do better in 2 or 3 quarters. It'll get better. 2 or 3 quarters. But now let's go see. So they make $2. They make $2 2 quarters ago. 2 quarters ago. That's what, 30 times 6, 180 days ago. They make $2. Now they're going to make 4 cents next quarter. 4 cents. But why are they making 4 cents? Oh, because we cut our CapEx 50%. He could have cut it 80%, which he should have. But he's like, I don't want to scare people. If he would have cut it 30%, he would have lost money. He would have lost money this quarter. Isn't that funny? So somebody that made $2 going to make 4 cents. Next quarter, they're going to guide down and they're going to have a loss. The PE, everybody's like, oh my God, this is 8P, this is 6P. It's going to go to 2,000. Very seeable. Lam Research. 30% of their business comes from memory. 30% of their business. Micron just said, and I don't know what the number is, but let's say they were spending $10 billion for all the parts and all that stuff. The wafers and all that stuff. Now they're going to spend $5 billion. They're going to spend 50% of what they used to spend. And they're going to spend even less next quarter. And Lam Research goes up. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's going to get better. How is it going to get better? It may get better farther down. Let me tell you, Sam used to be stupid. But he's seen the light. Sam's seen the lights. He's seen the light. Okay, years ago. I used to say shit like Broadcom's at 380. It's down 100 points in 3 months. I have to buy it. It's down another 100 points in another 3 months. I have to buy it. It's at 100 from 380. It's at 50 from 380. It's at 20 from 380. It has to go up. It's at 20 from 380. It's a chip. It doesn't go up for 10 years. For 10 years. NVIDIA has to go up. I told you when NVIDIA broke this 209 beast number, unless it gets over 209, it ain't going anywhere. The CEO made a drastic butcher of NVIDIA. And everybody, oh my God, Jensen's great, he's great. He had so much demand. He put out there and he stopped the miners. He said, we're disabling this feature. So all the miners found an alternative. And they went away from his card, and now he needs all the miners. And now he's screwed. Why would you take out a feature from a card? So what? Other people can't buy the card. So what? Why are you going to take out a feature? You're going to eliminate somebody that's a customer? Wow. Wow. Can't even make this stuff up. Now Tesla misses. Now the bot thing was really cool. The bot thing was cool. And they're going to make a shitload of money off of that. But it's not immediately. It's way down the line. Okay? Way down the line. Okay? Snow is still holding. At some point, it's going to break. Let me tell you, the day snow breaks 161, you better have puts because it's going to drop 20. NOW, still a poster child. This should be 260. 260. Still trading at 500 PE. Now, I don't know when the market's going to break. I don't know if it's going to be now, today, next day, in a week, in a month. But there's so much bad news out there. You can't even imagine the amount of bad news that's out there. And at Credit Suisse, so Bear Stearns, when I was playing this, Bear Stearns, everybody said, well, I'm just like, well, the government, I made some critical mistakes. I used to say things that made no sense in reality, and it still doesn't make no sense. Why would the government and the SEC let the Lehman CEO come on TV and said, we are good, we are fine, everything is great, and the next day they go bankrupt? You go arrest him that day, you put him in jail, and you put a message to every CEO, say, if you lie again, you're gone for 30 years. There's no ramification to lying. There's no ramification to lying. They can do whatever they want to do. SPX is popping. Okay? It's okay. Because you're not buying a lot. You're buying very tiny, just in case, over and over and over again. Till they fix this. And it can't be fixed because they have an inflation problem. Do you fix inflation or you fix all the banks? And now oil is heading back up. Think about Taiwan Semi. Think about this. Somebody wants to chime in, let me know. So they have no demand. Micron is going down. You have no demand, so you're going to raise prices. Why are they raising prices? The same reason that CMG beats. CMG numbers are not great. If CMG put out a thing, they'll never do this. How many bowls they sold and how many burritos they sold. They're selling less. They're selling way less. But they keep raising prices. So their revenue goes up and everybody's like, oh my God, they grew. Instead of $1 million, they made $1.1 million. They grew. They didn't grow. They charge more money. So Taiwan Semi is going to raise prices, and then at earnings, they're going to say, look at our earnings were good. And then further down, then all the people who say, I'm not paying you anymore, I'm just quitting, I'm leaving, that hits the tape and everything collapses. I'm telling you, this is the cycle you're in. This is the cycle you're in. Now, let me go the other side. Very interesting. So you're a CEO of a company and you have stock options and all this other stuff, and you're like, oh shit, I'm going to make $50 million. Why would I tell anybody the truth? I'm just going to tell you everything's hunky-dory, let our stock go higher, and then I'm going to sell my stuff slowly. And if they fire me, I got $100 million. I don't care. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. There's no ramifications. Think about this. Just think about the simple things of Netflix is going to charge more to advertise to a person that doesn't have money than a commercial for rich people that have money. Jesus. Can't even make that up. Taiwan Semi is going to raise prices when they have less business. Wow. Unbelievable. Now today, if more rumors start coming in and this Credit Suisse default comes and all this stuff, we broke lower Friday. We broke. Now you're looking at this 3640 held for 2 weeks. Now it's 3600. If that gets taken out, you're all the way at 3500 on ES. That puts it at 3485 on SPX. Way lower. And today Tesla broke. Tesla broke. What do you think the people that have bought Tesla, let's say you have 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, we got like 30 people in the room that made millions on Tesla. Okay? What do you think they're going to do if Tesla breaks 250 and pops to 220? They're at 400. I mean, they're at, 220, 660 from where it was. They're going to start panicking. And then they're going to throw in the towel. Interesting, right? Now, it doesn't mean we don't pop. The rallies will be violent. Let me tell you, if Powell pivots, if the Fed comes out and says they're not going to do a rate hike this quarter, if they were to say that, we are at 4,000 to 4,100 within minutes. Within minutes. So you have to have SPX calls out there, ready to buy. Now, will they do that? I don't think so. Can they do that? Yes, I think they can. Now, here's what they can say, is we're going to go 50 and we're going to start going slower to buy time. Now, there's one other thing the Fed can do. If they come out and say we are stopping QT, quantitative tightening, and we're going back to QE, we're going to buy bonds, we're at 4,000 right away. But till that happens, all these places that are leveraged are screwed. And they haven't even started with the adjustable rate mortgages, 10-year car loan. Do you want a new car? I don't care what kind of car it is. I don't care if it's a $90,000 truck. You want to drive a truck that's 10 years old? Jesus. Really? Nobody wants to do that. They want new. Everybody wants new. Okay? So just know that. Amazon doing another Prime event because they need more revenue because they're going to miss. Apple finally broke. So the two that hadn't broke are Apple and Tesla. And now Apple is about to implode and Tesla is going to implode. What if Tesla gets to 220 today? Really? Do you think Tesla doesn't have a dollar problem? Tesla has a dollar problem. All that money they make overseas they're going to bring back here, they're going to lose 10% on that money. They have a Tesla problem. They have a problem. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Okay? Hopefully you enjoyed the rant. That was the rant. Okay? Sam, what are your thoughts on Credit Suisse? Just said that. Government will bail them out. They can bail them out. Doesn't mean things get better. Apple, probably 100. Apple is, look, was it Steve Jobs' daughter saying there's nothing new in the iPhone? Well, what the hell is wrong with her? Kids. It's amazing to me. Amazing to me. What the hell is wrong with her? You can't even make this shit up. I want to be an individual. I want to be my own. Okay, let's take all your money away, and you have zero, and you go to school and make your own way. And we're never going to give you $1 billion. We're not even going to give you $1 million. We're going to give you, we're not even going to give you tuition. You can take that up with the government. Then what's she going to do? Going to whine like a baby. Wants to tweet this stuff. Interesting. Okay? Okay, let's get started here. Good morning, good morning. Wow, that's a long rant. Good morning, good morning. 10-3, October. There you go. And then we see. Okay, SPX, very straightforward. You got ES upside 1440, If it goes and negative, if it breaks under 3,600, monster crater. Now, here's the thing. Every single day, at the end of the day, people got to worry like they did back in 2008. If that's the day that Credit Suisse or Deutsche are going to go bankrupt, middle of the night. And every single day, those days, people have to worry to see if the market is going to go limit down 250 SPX. Wow. So just know that. Okay? If SPX goes negative, you had a minus 24. So you go 24 from here, so say 25. You have 35.60 becomes a good big number than 35.50. CMG, poster child for raising prices. Now they can, but poster child for raising prices. Think about this guy that used to be here. He used to help me here. Not a smart guy. Okay? You should tell me stuff like, I run shops, and if somebody comes in for breaks and my break price is $199, I still charge them $250. I can do yours for $250 if you want. I've got a lot of demand. Do you think that guy's ever going to come into that shop again for anything? Think about this. You can't even. It's amazing to me what people are really like. Okay, know that. CMG. Let me charge 10 cents more for a tortilla without telling anybody on the side, and we sell 2 million bowls a day between all their shops at 10 cents, so we make 20 million more a day on tortillas. Pretty good. But at some point, the price gets to a point where people just don't go. 1453, 1400. NVIDIA, 219, 216, 232 to be better. Now, let me tell you, the day that Powell pivots, NVIDIA will go up 25 within an hour. Be ready. Doesn't mean it stays there. It means it can get there. Lam Research will get up 50 points will be up within 10 minutes the day that Powell pivots. Now, does he pivot today? Probably not. Does he pivot in a month or 2 months or 3 months? Probably. Then we see. Downside, 351. Dollar, the Dixie. Got to watch this. Over 115 gets really ugly. UNH. Humana guides up and says lower cost. And UNH, the best one, can't go. That's telling you something. Apple, 136, 131, needs 148 to be better. BIIB, it needs 9 months. It needs time. PANW, 150 would be what? 150 would be 450. Jesus. These are next at some point. These are all next too. So keep an eye on out there. Amazon, 109, 101. Sava, it stopped. Still don't understand this one. The CEO and the whole board, they're all having lunch on a Saturday. They're watching, I don't know, the Commanders or whatever, Washington. That was last week. Yeah, probably watching Washington against Philly, and they say, you know, I'm so pissed off, I'm going to tell people we didn't get a letter. Why didn't they get a letter from the SEC? The SEC doesn't send letters, from what I know. Why are you going to even mention it? Stock goes down 10. Can't make this stuff up. Okay? Netflix. 252 technically is into the gap. 271. At 271, I think this thing implodes. Right back down. Okay? NOW. Poster child for 500 PE. Now, great stock, great product, but they're going to miss too. 251 when it breaks becomes like 351. When it breaks becomes like this 417. It broke 417. It can't go back up. Tesla, 249. I would think Tesla tests 230 pretty fast today. Pretty fast. Enphase. Energy is up. 286 may print very fast. First Solar, 139. LNG moving, 172, 176. Moderna, nothing, 111. The CEOs are all coming out and lying to you. They're saying, my stock's going down, let me go put out some good news and lie to people. And people are ignorant enough, they're going to believe it. The Micron CEO comes out and says in 2 or 3 quarters things will get better. 2 or 3 quarters. 3 quarters is almost a year. So it's not going to get better till June of next year. What if it doesn't get better? What if it doesn't get better? And the stock's at 20. Go look at Micron chart for history. This is in my head. Stock never has been this valued. Very interesting, right? Very interesting, very interesting. So Micron lowers prices. They lower CapEx. They can't sell enough. There's no demand. And Taiwan Semi raises prices. Unreal. Okay, comments, questions, that's what we got. Okay, that's all we got. That's all we got. Enjoy it. I'll put the recording out as soon as it uploads.